This is seminar 6 on coaching processes, and I thought it was a very helpful task actually. Like a lot of people, I had never seen myself actually coach before, so it's just interesting to see how I go about it really. Today I'm working with just two athletes, as it's the middle of the off season. This is a very small group for me. This is probably the only time of the year I've worked with two athletes on their own. Usually I have to deal with groups between 12 to 20. So yeah, it was a very, very unusual and small session for today. Just to point out that I've been working with these two athletes in a much bigger group though, all year. So I've built that relationship up with them. But as you can see there, at the start of their warm-up and then at the start of their first working set, it shows that I always give a demonstration, even though they know what's required in the lift. I still feel there's a need to give them a demonstration. Maybe reflecting on that, I don't think there's probably much of a need. I think I could probably just let the boys just crack on and then just amend any amendments that need to be done then throughout the lift by queuing, or maybe just stopping them halfway through the session, or halfway through the lift, and then demonstrating again. But as I say, I'm not saying that's the correct way, coaching process to do it, but I just like to give the athletes good, clear, crisp vision of what I expect from them then, so what I expect the lift to look like then. But then this requires myself to perform every exercise, every lift to the highest quality then, so you're providing the athlete of exactly what the lift should look like when performed correctly. Another thing I notice about my coaching process is I provide the lifters with quite a lot of feedback as they're doing the lift, so I cue them quite a lot, and I don't know when that is the most appropriate time to give that feedback to the athletes. Maybe you should just let the athlete perform the lift and then give them the feedback after they finish then, so they got time to digest that information in their heads and make any amendments then if needs be. And also the style I communicate with the athletes is quite autocratic, very military style. So I like to use simple one-word cues. It's very direct, straight to the point then, and I don't really ask any questions from the athlete, so it doesn't allow any like self-discovery approach, or doesn't really get the athletes thinking, which is probably not the ideal way to coaching process to coach these athletes. But as I say, I'm used to dealing with much bigger groups than this, and ensuring you keep that control is a huge part then, to ensure you get all the athletes through the session then in that specific time frame then. If is the coaching behaviour and the methods that I coach are the most optimal in producing the most efficient coaching processes, is there a need? I think there's a need to provide elite textbook demonstrations of every lift, just to give the athlete a clear picture of what you expect from every lift and how the lift should look. But in my situation there, is there a need for me to do every session, at the start of every session, even though the athletes have been doing, for example, the overhead squat in their warm-up for the last, it's been from the start of the year, and they've been doing that twice a week. So on reflecting that, no, there's probably no need for me to provide a demonstration of the overhead squat. They should all know by now how it should look. as I said at the start, it's been a very helpful and interesting seminar task. Very first time I've ever been to myself. Allows me to just go through this process, and I'm just reflecting how I do things, and it's been very good. Hope you enjoyed the seminar. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.